Lesson 36B, we're going to talk about discount, markup, commission, profit, and sales tax. And some of those words we've already defined last week on Friday. But today we're going to focus on finding the amount of those things and stating those answers in complete sentences. In real life, you can use this to find out how much money you're saving when something's on sale, or how much money you would make if you're working on commission, things like that. Starting with a little bit of background knowledge, in 6th grade you learned you learned about percent, and that definition of percent was a ratio that compares a number to 100, which I also talked about last week a little bit. So 68%, that would be as a fraction 68 over 100. I know that could be reduced, but that would be like the first step of talking about percent. 145% would be as a ratio 145 over 100, because again, percent is comparing to the number 100. So as a percent to a decimal, you also did this in 5th or 6th grade. 74% as a decimal would be 74 hundredths. Because if you think about this, this would be 74 over 100, as the decimal would be 74 hundredths, 0.74. What would 124% be? 1 and 24 hundredths. Very good. On your paper somewhere, on your notes, just anywhere you have space, tell me what 8% would be as a decimal. Johnny, what would that be? Not 0.8. That's a common mistake, though. Grant? 0.08. It has to be 8 hundredths, because it's 8%, which is comparing to 100. Okay? And you try these on your paper. What's 3%? Kara, what's 3% as a decimal?
0.03.
Very good. Everyone try 56%. What would that be as a decimal? Brianna? 0.56. And one more, 251%. What's that as a decimal? Aaron? 2.51. That is correct. Very good. Any questions about how to make percents decimals? We need that today. All right, so let's look at number 1 on your notes then. A music store's percent of markup is 67%. A CD costs the store $10. Find the markup. So let's first define what markup is. Markup is an amount that's added to the cost price of an item to cover overhead and profit. So basically, when a store is selling items, they buy it from somewhere else. They mark it up and make it cost more so they can make a profit, enough to cover things like employees, things like that, so they can make money off of you. Right, so that amount, that extra money that they're charging you after they bought it to sell it to you, that's called markup. Okay? So how to do this is you're finding 67% of that $10, because they're charging you $10 and some markup, and that selling price is what you are paying as a customer. So 67% as a decimal is 0.67. Of $10 in math, that would be times 10. So you're just going to stack and multiply that. But since it's times 10, you should be able to do that in your head. What is 67 hundredths times 10? Micah? Good. That would be 6.7. And since this is money, remember to put a 0 at the end. The store's markup is $6.70. Please write that as your sentence. So they would buy it for $10, then mark it up $6.70 so that you're paying $16.70. So they make $6.70 profit. Does that make sense? Okay. Look at number 2 then. A video game that regularly sells for $45 is on sale for 20% off. What is the amount of discount? In other words, how much money are you saving? So on your notes, please fill in on that box that a discount is how much money that's taken off of an item when you're buying it. Sometimes that discount is called a markdown. So discount, that would be 20% of $45. That's how much money you're not going to pay. Right? It was $45. Now take off 20% of that. So first of all, what is 20%? So you're doing 0.20 times 45. How much money are you saving? What is that discount? Blake? Go ahead. You going to answer it? Yeah, what is it? Discount is $9. Does anyone else agree with that? Excellent. The discount is $9. So it was $45 and you're saving $9. So you would be paying 45 minus 9. Is there any questions about number 2? Okay, so just to review then, to find markup, you're going to multiply the percent as a decimal and the cost of the item. To find discount, also called markdown, you're going to multiply the percent as a decimal times the cost of the item. It's exactly the same setup, markup and discount. You're just finding that part, the percent of that cost. Okay, number 3, a $60 shirt was marked up 25% and sold over the internet. How much was it marked up? So the store bought it for $60 and they're going to charge you 25% more. How much extra are they charging you? Go ahead and do this problem on your own. Find 25% of 60. And what is it as a decimal?
It's 0.25.
Good.
And then I multiply it by 60. I got
it was marked up $15. That is correct. Very good. Let's try number 4 on your own. A pair of shoes that was originally $80 is on sale for 32% off. So it's the same setup as before, but now this is how much money you're saving. How much is this discount? So we multiply 32% and 80, so that's 0.32 times 80. You get a discount of $25.60. Everyone got that one right. Excellent. Turn your notes over. Let's talk about commission. A real estate agent is paid a monthly salary based on commission. Last month he sold one condo for $65,000 and he earned 4% commission on that sale. How much money did he get to take home? What was his commission? So this commission, if you don't remember from last week, we talked about commission a little bit. That's the amount of money that salesperson gets to earn or take home after they sell you something. So you're actually setting up this problem the same way. What is 4% of $65,000? So what would that look like as your next step, Henry?
0.04 times 65.
Times 65? That's not $65?
65.
That's a really cheap condo. 65,000. Don't forget those zeros. Those are not zeros that don't matter. That's how much that house costs. Okay, it matters. But I'm glad you said 0.04. Make sure that's 4 hundredths, because remember, percent is compared to 100. His commission for last month was $2,600. Very good. The next one is also about commission. I think you can do that on your own. Car sales agent is paid a monthly salary based on commission. Last month she sold a sports car for $50,000 and she got to take home 5% commission. How much was that commission? So commission, 5% of $50,000, that would be 0.05 because it's 500ths. Remember, 5% 500ths times 50,000 would be $2,500. So she sold something worth 50,000 but only gets to take home 2,500 of it. All right, number 7 is about sales tax. If the sales tax is 8%, how much tax would Adrian pay if he bought 2 CDs and 1 DVD with a total of $75? So we're doing the same thing here. We want to find a sales tax, which is, remember, that extra money you have to pay when you buy stuff. So what is 8% of 75? So that's 0.08 times 75. Number 7, your answer should be that Adrian paid a sales tax of $6. So he had to pay the $75 for everything he bought plus an extra $6 of tax. And then I also told you to do number 8. So Amy reserves a hotel room for $90 and pays a sales tax of 13%. How much tax does she pay? How did you set this problem up, Kevin? Number 8. Times 13? What's 13% as a decimal? That's not 13. 0.13. 0.13 times 90. And Johnny, what was your sentence for this problem?
The tax that she paid was $11.70.
Excellent. $11.70. So that was, she has to pay $90 for the room and an extra $11.70. All right, last 2 problems are about profit. A furniture store earns 30% profit on everything that they sell. If the total sales equal $2,790, how much profit did they make? So again, we want to find 30% of their total sales. And a profit is that money that they make off of selling something that they bought from somewhere else. So 30% of 2,790. 0.30 times 2,790. The profit is $837, and I told you to do number 10 as well. If a retail store earns 40% profit, and the total sales are $3,320, what's the profit? $1,328. Good. So they sell that back to their customers after they purchased it from someone else, and then they earned $1,000, $328. $1,328. Okay, any questions about today's lesson? Number 2 is, what was the content objective today? Ready? Share.